everybody. Woohoo! Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Woohoo! Got lots of peeps.
Yeah. Everyone's saying hello on the chat.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Woo!
I hope everyone's ready to dance and have fun, because that's what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
Should we sing a song while we're waiting?
Yeah, we're just waiting for more people to pop in. Yeah. Oh, there's people from everywhere. Awesome. California, Arizona, San Diego. It's going so fast. Oh my goodness. Yay, don't you love the background? Is that fun?
We have so many goodies for you.
Yeah.
Super excited. Swimming down under in the deep blue sea, a little mermaid swam right next to me. Had a big fin that swayed to and fro. It went very fast and it helped her to go.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Well, she found a big ship and she swam in and out. Found some treasure, let out a tiny shout. Swimming and diving in the deep blue sea, a little mermaid swam right up next to me.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Swimming down under in the deep blue sea, a little mermaid swam right up next to me. Had so many friends swimming all around, a fish, a shark, and an eel on the ground.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Seaweed kelp and all of the plants. The little mermaid plays and she likes to dance. Swimming and diving in the deep blue sea, a little mermaid swam right up next to me.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Down in the deep blue sea.
La 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 la.
Oh yeah. Woohoo! Oh, we're excited for all the friends to come join us.
All right, Fernando, do you want to say something?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that awesome song. Everybody is digging it on the chat. So I just wanted to be mindful of our time. So I just want to welcome everybody again. A pleasure to have you all part of the session today. My name is Fernando and I will be your webinar host today. So feel free to send me any messages via the chat if you're experiencing any technological issues on Zoom. And I'm happy to navigate those with you behind the scenes. Please note that due to the current situation with COVID-19, our webinar platform is just very impacted. So if you're experiencing any connection or any lag issues today, we just apologize in advance. However, this session is being recorded and will be made available for on-demand consumption within 24 hours, hopefully sooner than that, up on our YouTube channel. So if you get disconnected or if you're unable to see it entirely, you'll be able to have access to it on YouTube and watch it as many times as you like. This webinar session has a few resources tied to it. So all those resources will be available up on our website, and I will be sharing the link to that webpage on the chat throughout today's session. So make sure to watch for those links because there's a lot of goodies being shared with us by Nick and Jen. An email reminder will also go out tomorrow with all this information. So if you did not catch that link, you will have it on that email, so it's easy for you to access it. We encourage your participation today. Send us your comments and questions via the Q&A or the chat, and we will do our very best to allow some time at the end of the session to address it live with Nick and Jen. And now it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our topic, interactive music of movement. And our speakers today is Jen Stillion and Nick Young from PlayMotion Music. So take it away, guys, and enjoy the session.
All right, thank you, Fernando. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm Jen, the fairy dancer.
I'm Nick, the music man.
We are a husband and wife team,
That's right.
in case you were wondering.
We're quarantined together, so it works just fine.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to have you all here. Now, we're going to do a little slideshow after we do some warming up and do some talking about interactive music and movement for children, and show you some resources that you're going to be able to also receive electronically. But we want to emphasize that this is an interactive session, not only through the chat, but also through you interacting with us and the songs that we're going to be doing with you. So our songs are all interactive music. That means it's directing you to move your body in different ways. So you'll be able to dance with us and move and enjoy the music with us, and you'll have that much better of an experience that way. So let's get a little warmed up, and then we'll start talking about our goals here with you today. Okay, we're going to be doing songs from our module 1 from our curriculum called PlayMotion Music. And the first song in this module is a starting out song where we shake our hands. So everyone shake your hands. Shake, shake. Here we go. Shake, shake, shake your hands. Shake, shake, shake your hands. Shake, shake, shake your hands. Now get up. It's time to stand up and jump so high. Jump, jump, jump so high. Jump, jump, jump so high. Jump, jump, jump so high. You can almost touch the sky. Now jump and clap. 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 Make your feet go tap, tap, tap. Now stretch to the sky. Stretch. Stretch up high. Stretch. Stretch up high, stretch, stretch up high, wiggle your fingers far and wide. Awesome, friends, good job. So that was the warming up song that we're going to do. And then we're going to move into some directed movement songs and imaginative movement songs. And I want to make sure that you understand that you're going to be receiving access to all these songs that we're doing online and through videos and online audio and things. So you'll be able to use this with, if you're a parent at home with your young ones, you can use this with your children at home. If you're a teacher, you can share this with all the families that you work with. If you're an administrator, you can share it with everybody, and we encourage you to share it with everybody that you can. We really are trying to be of service to you during this time when we're all at our homes. And for those families that are home with their children, they really need interactive activities that are going to keep the children engaged and stimulated and thriving during that time. So we have so many things to share with you. I can't even talk about it all at once. So let's move on to the next song. This song is called Moving Your Body Blues.
And yeah, parents, encourage your children to dance with you. I'm cracking up at the chat. Parents are like, I'm dancing, and my kids are looking at me like I'm crazy. This is for them too, but I'm so glad you're dancing too.
Good, yes. This is interactive, so we want you to interact. Okay, so this one's Moving Your Body Blues. Everyone tap your foot on the floor. Tap one foot.
I see my foot, but I'm tapping my foot.
Tap one foot. Make it bounce up and down.
Yoo-hoo!
Now tap the other foot.
Make it go to town.
Oh yeah.
Now wiggle your shoulders.
Turn yourself around.
Woo! Now clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap.
Stomp your feet, beat, beat.
Stomp your feet, beat, beat. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Wiggle your shoulders. Turn yourself around. Woo!
Now move your arms like a chicken and make a chicken sound.
Say, move your arms like a chicken and make
A chicken sound.
Now wiggle your shoulders, turn yourself around. Yahoo! Now clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap. Clap your hands, clap, clap.
Stomp your feet, beat, beat.
Stomp your feet, beat, beat. Clap your hands, clap.
awesome. That was a directed movement song.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be getting a PDF that has the whole song card book that has all the song cards with illustrations and instructions on how to present the music to the children. So it has instructions, it has the introduction that you give, just showing the friends how you tap your foot and giving them that prompting, has all the lyrics to the song and everything you need. And then you'll be accessing the audio from our website. You're going to get a coupon code that allows you to go and download and access the first module of our curriculum that includes all of those songs. Okay, so the next song is an imaginative movement song. And this one is about moving our bodies like some different kinds of animals. The first one is a spider. When I crawl like a spider, sometimes I do the backward crab crawl and put my arms behind my body. Show us how you crawl like a spider.
Or just with your fingers.
Yeah, that's right. Spiders are creeping, woo! Spiders are creeping, oh my goodness. Spiders are creeping. Spiders are creeping. Creep around the circle.
Stop.
Now slither like a snake.
Snakes that slither. Woo! Snakes that slither.
Look at all the snakes.
Snakes that slither. Snakes that slither. Slither around the circle. Stop.
Now swim like a dolphin.
Dolphins are swimming.
Jumping out of the water.
Dolphins are swimming. Woo-hoo! Dolphins are swimming.
Good job, friends.
Dolphins are swimming. Swim around the circle. Stop.
Now fly like a bird.
Birds are flying.
All around the sky.
Birds are flying. Woo-hoo! Birds are flying.
Good job, friends.
Birds are flying. Fly around the circle. Stop.
Now think of all the animals in the whole world. Pick out one animal and move your body like one animal that you choose right now. Here we go.
Animals are on the move. On the move. Woo! Be any animal that you choose. That you choose.
Look at all the animals.
In the forest, in the trees, in the jungle, in the seas. Animals are on the move.
All right, friends, let's see what animals we have out there.
Can you tell us what animals you guys are?
Are there any tigers?
Oh, tell us your animals, friends.
Maybe there's a monkey swimming in the trees.
The cat. Meow.
Oh, kitty cat.
Yeah, sing it. Dog. A
Lions, a
monkey.
bunny.
Kangaroo.
Oh my goodness, all those
Elephants.
animals.
Woo, dog.
Now
Yeah,
everyone
lion.
turn into a big
Bunny.
elephant.
Woo.
Elephants walking with big giant steps.
Elephants walking. Woo. Elephants walking. Elephants walking. Walk around the circle. Stop.
Woo! Oh, good work, friends. Awesome job. Okay, now I want to tell you about the next thing that's really exciting that we're going to give to you. This is totally free. It's a donation in kind. You're going to need to contact us and let us know you're interested. Next week, we're going to be sending out a video each day that's designed for families to use at home with their children. So it'll be an interactive 30-minute video that you'll be able to interact with at home and get the children engaged and dancing and moving. And we want to also customize it for the different age groups. So if you have infants or toddlers or preschool age children, let us know the ages of the children, and that way we'll be able to send you the correct video. So just you'll email us at our email, which you'll have all of that's on all of our materials that you'll be receiving. It's contact@playmotionmusic.com. And we'll be really excited to send you this week of videos. Not only that, but we want to tell you that every day, we've been doing this since the quarantine started, on our Facebook page, we're doing a 30-minute live Facebook show every weekday. So that's at our facebook.com/youngmusiccompany. And you'll have that information as well. But
everything we're talking about today is in your resource guide.
That's right.
Everything.
That's right.
Yeah, so what's the next song?
Okay, so the next song.
Do you want to do the PowerPoint, or are we?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move towards let's do the slideshow, and then we'll get back to the music after that.
All right, hang on to your hats and glasses. Here we go, my friends.
All right.
All right, we wanted to warm up first. We're going to share
And we'll get back to the dancing as soon as this part's over.
All right, guys. Hold on just a second. Bear with me. All right, here we go.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are, Module 1, Imaginative Movement. This is what you're going to be receiving access to. Let's go to the next slide. Here's a picture of me in the classroom with some of my students. I teach all week long when we're not in quarantine. I'm teaching in the classroom with students. So all the songs and activities that you're going to be getting and that we're going to be doing today have been developed over about 30 years of working in the classroom with children. So they're all really very interactive and engaging, as you probably have noticed.
And so a little bit about us. We have a mobile music and movement company. We've had it for 30 years. And we travel into preschools all over LA and Orange County. Right now, we have an online program. So this is where this is all coming from years and years of experience. He's been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah.
He's old. Just kidding. All right, so next thing.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see learning outcomes. Can we move that little
No,
viewer window?
can't.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to read all the slides, but we want you to be able to lead interactive music and movement activities with your students or your children at home. Use the activities to enhance children's development in the areas of language development, physical development, social and emotional development, and many other ways as well. And when the students are with their teacher, the teachers are always tracking their development using tools like the DRDP, and it's an excellent resource to use in conjunction with the DRDP. Right. All right, so why is early childhood music important? So it helps teachers to create a positive environment in the classroom and do evaluations of their students and achieve positive teacher-student interactions. It's really wonderful. Right now, this is a great resource for parents at home to get those kids away from the iPads and the iPhones and the TV sets and get them moving and dancing and interacting in a positive way. And we want parents to join in. So this is an action interactive on both the parents and the children's part. So you'll be modeling the movements for the children. So if they're tapping their foot, crawling like a spider, whatever it is, your job is to interact with them and model those actions. Okay, so some of the ways that early childhood music education is really beneficial for children, it enhances children's development. And this is, has been shown in scientific studies over the past 20 years that early childhood music education is really wonderful for children's academic performance and social emotional development. Language development is huge. They learn so much language. And physical development because they're moving, they're using their bodies, and in so many other ways as well. And here's just a little study, some information. It's an academic study that was done, summing up a bunch of different studies showing that that is the case. So the module you're getting, PlayMotion Music Module 1, Imaginative Movement, it's 11 different songs and stories and rhythm games. And we'll be going through all the activities in the module. It's interactive music, and you'll be able to experience it yourself. We'll see all those things.
And we're so sorry that we can't see the chat box while we're on PowerPoint, so we will answer your questions at the end. If you guys have questions at the end, we'll answer them for you.
Yes, as many as we can.
Yeah.
And there's some more information. Go ahead and click on through. So it's designed to be, this whole program is designed for people that are not musicians. It's great if you are a musician, and we include the guitar chords as well if you are and you want to play and sing the songs yourself. But we anticipate that most of the people that are using it are not musicians. And so we provide the interactive audio that you can use and all the materials that you can use, so you don't need to be a musician. In fact, when you're interacting with your children or your students without having to play guitar or piano or something, you have more freedom to be modeling the movements and interacting with the students in that context. So it works even better that way. Yeah, so there's teacher training videos, song cards, interactive audio tracks, and the rhythm sound cards that you can download and print out, and all the instructions how to do at home. And here's just a little bit of a primer about how to present the music activities. And I always, when I train teachers that teach for us, this is something I really emphasize, that when we present the music to the children, it's really important to do it with enthusiasm, so that they really understand that this is something that you're fully engaged with and that you're excited to be doing. Keep the pace brisk and flowing. so that you start the music time and you have the energy just flowing all the way through. You're not having to stop along the way and kind of pause and everything. And that sort of tends to lose their engagement if we pause too much during the interactive music time.
And this is so great for parents. You can learn from this. This is not just for teachers.
Right.
So pacing your children, if you just have 1, 2, or 3, I don't know how many children you have, but in your home, you can do this. Meet their energy, be enthusiastic, you know, follow them in their pace. I mean, wouldn't you suggest?
Absolutely.
Because most of these people here are parents. I just know it.
Yes.
I feel it. And you're going crazy. And you need us.
That's the main reason we're here, is to give you as parents home with your young children some really constructive, beneficial activities that are also really engaging and fun.
Yeah.
So be aware of the group just means if you notice you're presenting a song or an activity and the children are not really engaging with it, you just want to notice that and think, well, is this something that I can come back to later? Maybe it's a really active song, but they're tired right then. So you'll do something where they sit down and do instruments or something that's a little more relaxed. Or if they have a ton of nervous energy, you want to really use the really physically active stuff. So just being aware of how they're receiving the material so they're getting the most engagement. And have fun. And this is, now we're kind of entering into the book that you're receiving. This will be a PDF you're going to get that has all this stuff in it. Let's go to the next one. So that was Shake Your Hands.
We did that song.
So that's the back of the song card. And you'll see where there's the instructions. The introduction that you give is important. We just model the movement of shake, shake, shake your hands. And then we have the lyrics right there. And we'll just go through the next couple songs. That was the one about tapping your foot. Again, we have all the reference for you right there. And you can look at that on a phone or an iPad.
Yeah,
you can
so
print it out.
All right, so let's go back to moving.
Well, let's see. We did Animals on the Move.
We haven't done Riding on the Train yet.
So now we're going to be riding on a train. Yeah, and let's look at the back of the card so we have all that. And now we can either just finish up by going through the rest of the slides and then move on to the, okay.
See, we're adjusting too.
Yeah.
Virtually, usually you would be taking a workshop with us, and it's, you know.
We do this at the same time.
We're all learning, okay?
Yeah, so it's a little different.
So, okay, so you want to keep going to the sides?
Yeah, so here's Riding on a Train. We'll be doing that one.
We'll be doing that one. These are all the songs we're going to do today. Body Echoes. See how it is on the back of the card. Sorry for going so fast. Remember, you guys are going to get this.
Yeah.
Cheche Koule. Isn't this artwork amazing?
Yes. Wonderful illustrations by Eddie Young. And then we do instrument time. So if you have instruments available, that's wonderful. If you don't, you can use a little imagination to create things in your home. For instance, if you don't have a drum, you can use a plastic bowl or bucket, flip it upside down, and tap the top. That could be your drum. Shakers are easy to make out of a little plastic bottle or a water bottle or something, and put rice, like dry rice or beans or something inside that'll shake. You can make some shakers, and just be creative and see what you can come up with in your home, just with household stuff. And we'll be doing this song with instruments.
These are instrument songs. We're going to be doing
rhythm sounds are a very important part of the curriculum. Want to make sure that we're going to teach you how to do these rhythm sounds. It's a really wonderful part that we want to make sure that you take advantage of.
Here it is at the back again. We're going to do another story.
Story at the end.
And we end it with the color song.
We end it with the color song. So we'll go through all of that material, and then we have more stuff that we'll be doing. So you'll be getting, we're going to just keep us rocking all through this whole hour together.
All right, we're back.
All
Yay!
right.
Okay.
Okay, so the train song. All right,
this is a fun one. Are you guys ready?
This is a fun one. So what you do is you have a person that leads the train, so Jen will be the leader, and then all the other friends put their hands on the shoulders of the friend in front of them, and you make a long train with however many people you have, mom, dad, kids, mom, grandmas and grandpas, whoever it is, and then you lead the train in along, like all around wherever you are, through the house, and then there's 3 sounds that you make in the song. So part of the introduction that we give to the children is we say there's 3 sounds. The first sound is the whistle, and the whistle goes, woo, woo. And we then say, can you make that sound? Everyone say, woo, woo. All right.
All right. And the second sound, the conductor says,
all aboard.
Can we say that? All aboard.
Yeah, good job. And the bell goes, ding, ding, ding. All right, so we're going to go riding on a train here, friends. Here we go. Riding on a train, riding on a train, going so fast, riding on a train. The whistle blows, going so fast, riding on a train. The conductor says, all aboard. Conductor says, all aboard. Conductor says, all aboard. Riding on a train, riding on a train, riding on a train, going so fast, riding on a train. The bell goes ring, ring, ding. The bell goes ring, ding, ding. The bell goes ring, ding, ding. Riding on a train. Now we're going up the hill, riding on a train, climbing up the hill, riding on a train. Now we're at the top, whoa, riding on a train. Now we're going down the hill, riding on a train. The whistle blows, woo, woo. The whistle blows, woo, woo. The whistle blows, woo, woo. Riding on a train. The conductor says, all aboard. Conductor says, all aboard. Conductor says, all aboard. Riding on a train. The bell goes ring, ding, ding. The bell goes ring, ding, ding. The bell goes ring, ding, ding. Riding on a train. Now we're coming to the station, riding on a train. Coming to the station, riding on a train. Awesome job, friends. Okay, so when we finish a song, we normally just flow right into the next song. Like I was saying before, we don't want to have a big pause in between. So right as that one song is finishing, you can go right into the next song. And that would actually be body echo. So I'm going to take out my guitar.
This is fun.
All right, so body echoes is when we stand up and we're going to shake out our hands. All my friends, shake your hands, shake, 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 shake. Roll your shoulders, shake out your knees, stomp your feet, and stretch up high and wiggle your fingers. Now, echoes, I go, then you go. Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Knees, knees.
Knees, knees.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Jump, jump.
Jump, jump.
Clap, jump.
Clap, jump.
Knees, clap, knees.
Knees, clap, knees.
Knees, stomp, stomp.
Knees, stomp, stomp.
All right, and then we go right into an African song called Che Che Kule. Everyone say Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kule.
This is an African children's song, and it's an echo song. So I go first, you go after me. Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kofisa.
Che Che Kovisa.
Kofi Shilanga.
Kofi Shilanga.
Cha Cha Shilanga.
Cha Cha Shilanga.
Kum.
Adende.
Kum.
Adende.
Kum.
Adende.
Hey.
So we hit our knees and then our you can't see us.
That's right. And when you take that coupon code and go to the website and log in and get your module 1, you're going to have teacher training video for each of these songs. You'll be able to watch to show you the movements. Jen will be modeling the
I'm just gonna do
movements
this
in the
right
video.
now, right here,
Yeah.
so you can see my upper body.
Or now we go a little faster this time. Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kofisa.
Che Che Kovisa.
Kofi Shilanga.
Kofi Shilanga.
Cha Cha Shilanga.
Cha Cha Shilanga.
Kum.
Adende.
Kum.
Adende.
Kum. Adende. Hey! A little faster. Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kule.
Che Che Kofisa.
Che Che Kovisa.
Kofi Shilanga.
Kofi Shilanga.
Cha Cha Shilanga.
Cha Cha Shilanga.
Kum.
Adende.
Kum.
Adende.
Kum. Adende. Hey! Awesome job, friends. And of course, the children will want to go faster and faster. And just
It's so fun. It goes crazy.
It's awesome. Okay, and now we're going to do a song called 5 Pterodactyls. So we can talk about what a pterodactyl is with the children. They usually know a lot about dinosaurs. Whenever I ask children, they always know more than I do about dinosaurs. So everyone show me 5 fingers. And in this song, we're going to turn our bodies. We're going to say, sitting on a dead tree. Like that. And I always show the friends that before I start the song, part of the introduction. All right, so 5, here we go. 5 pterodactyls, 5 pterodactyls, 5 pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh no, one has flown away. What a shame. Now how many? 4 pterodactyls, 4 pterodactyls, 4 pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh no, one has flown away. What a shame. 3 pterodactyls, Three pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh no, one has flown away. What a shame. Two pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh no, one has flown away. What a shame. One pterodactyl, sitting on a dead tree. Oh no, one has flown away. What a shame. No pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh look, one has returned. Let us rejoice. One pterodactyl, sitting on a dead tree. Oh look, one has returned. Let us rejoice. Two pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh look, one has returned. Let us rejoice. Three pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh look, one has returned. Let us rejoice. Four pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Oh look, one has returned. Let us rejoice. Five pterodactyls, sitting on a dead tree. Woo, good job, friends.
Yeah.
So the songs where I'm not playing guitar, like Che Che Kule and Body Echoes and the Pterodactyl song, you will eventually learn those and you won't need to use the provided interactive audio track. And you can just do the song yourself with the children.
And I'm sure you all memorized that song by heart by now.
Yeah, once you do that one time, then you know that song.
You'll be doing it in your sleep.
All right, so let's do instrument time. Instrument time
All right.
is a really fun time that the children love at the music times. When we do our music classes with children, we do 30 minutes with them, and about halfway through, we start instrument time. And so here we go. So we're going to do a song called Let Me Hear the Music. So if you have an instrument, you can use it. You can clap your hands,
Scrapers.
stomp your feet, tap your knees, whatever it is.
Clap your hands.
Here we go. Let me hear the music as we play our instruments. Let me hear the music as we play our instruments. Let me hear the music as we play our instruments. We play and then we stop. Now let me hear the shakers. Let me hear the music as we play the shakers. Let me hear the music as we play the shakers. Let me hear the music as we play the shakers. We play and then we stop. Now let's hear the bells.
Oh, bells.
Let me hear the music as we play the bells. Let me hear the music as we play the bells. Let me hear the music as we play the bells. We play and then we stop. Now the scraper. Let me hear the music as we play the scraper. Let me hear the music as we play the scraper. Let me hear the music as we play the scraper. We play and then we stop. Now the triangle.
Yeah, here we go.
Let me hear the music as we play the triangle. Let me hear the music as we play the triangle. Let me hear the music as we play the triangle. We play and then we stop. Now the drum. Let me hear the music as we play upon the drum. Let me hear the music as we play upon the drum. Let me hear the music as we play upon the drum. We play and then we stop. Everybody play all the instruments. Everybody play together. Everybody play. Woo! Everybody play together. We play and then we stop. 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 Good job, friends.
Is that funny at the end? Kids
Oh my
love
God.
that
Oh,
one.
that is a laugh riot with the kids. They love that part. Okay, friends. Now we're going to play some rhythm sounds, as we talked about before. So we have these rhythm sound cards, and you'll be able to download a PDF and print these out for your use at home or in the classroom. And so we have 4 different sounds. The first one is called ta. Everyone say ta. Ta. And how many dots does ta have? 1 dot. And this activity is really wonderful for children. It's especially good for pre-literacy because they start to read and play the notes in the different rhythms and orders. And so this is something that's very beneficial. And it's also an introduction to starting to learn and read how to read and play music notes. And that'll come in handy later on when they start to play a musical instrument. Okay, so this is ta, and it has 1 dot, so it gets 1 sound like this, ta. Now we're going to play a whole bunch of tas in a row. You can clap your hands, whatever you have. Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. And stop. Awesome, friends. Good job. The next sound is called T-T. How many dots does T-T have? 1, 2. So 2 sounds, T-T. Here we go. T, 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 and stop. All right, let's try putting those 2 sounds together to make a rhythm. And so we'll say T, T, ta, 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 T, T, ta. T, T, ta, and stop. So that's about as far as we go the first time we introduce the rhythm sounds, but we're going to keep on going and get a little more sophisticated with you right now. So yeah, we're going to try this sound. This sound is really fun. It's called Diggy Diggy, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, so 4 sounds. Diggy Diggy. Here we go. Diggy, 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 and stop. Great job. And then we have 1 more sound that we use. This is a half note. Oh, you know what? It's the same color as our green screen, so it's not going to show up. Ah,
That's really funny.
It looks like ta. Oh, then you can see it like there. Okay, here we go. Okay, awesome. Okay, so it's 1 dot, but it's not colored in, so it gets 1 long sound like this. Ta. Here we go. Ta, 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 and stop. All right, let's see if we can get a little more tricky right now.
All right.
And start putting some more sounds together.
Okay.
Okay, so Jen, you can do Diggy Diggy T-T.
See, Paris, aren't you learning too?
That's right.
So I didn't grow up with learning music notes at all, and this has taught me.
Yeah, and I've had preschool students that I saw years later, and they say to me that they were put in advanced music because when like 3rd or 4th grade, they were starting playing in the orchestra, they already could read and play music notes.
And 2-year-olds can do this.
Yeah. Very young children, they absolutely excel at this. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Diggy, diggy, tee, tee, ta, ta. Let's do that again. Here we go. Diggy, diggy, tee, tee, ta, ta. 1 more time. Diggy, diggy, tee, tee, ta, ta. Awesome job, friends. And so you might be saying to yourself, how am I going to remember how to do that? Well, that's why you're going to be getting the training videos that has an extensive video all about how to present the rhythm sounds. So you'll be able to learn it. And I really encourage you to learn that one because the children really enjoy it. And it's a nice change of pace from the other really physical stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to tell a musical story, friends. And this is the story of the bird and the frog and the crocodile. So in this story, the scraper is the sound of the frog. We scrape slow to make the frog sound. The drum is the sound of the elephants running in the jungle. And the bells and triangles and shakers are the splashing water sounds. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there were two friends. There was a bird and a frog.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
And they were sitting by the river talking about what kind of bugs they ate for breakfast. They didn't know it, but in the water was a big, hungry crocodile.
Oh no.
And he was looking for something to eat when he saw the bird and the frog. And the crocodile said, I'm gonna have them for my lunch. So he swam closer and closer till he was right next to him. And they still didn't see him. The bird didn't see him. The frog didn't see him. Suddenly, the crocodile jumped out of the water. So we splashing water, shakers, bells, He opened up his big jaws. He was just about to eat up the bird and the frog. But then the elephants went running through the jungle. And we really encourage the children just to go on that drum and play big and loud and fast as they can. And it was so loud, it scared the crocodile. He jumped back in the water and swam away as fast as he could go. All the instruments, drums, shakers, bells, triangles, creepers, everything. And then the bird and the frog were safe and sound, and that's the end of the story. Good work.
Yeah.
All right. So in this module, there's one more song. We're going to finish that module up, and then we're going to move on to some other stuff that you'll be getting in those daily videos I mentioned. When you contact me by email and let me know, I'll be sending you every day next week a video for you and your children to use and interact with. Okay, so we're going to finish up this module with the color song. And this is called this color song. And we notice the color we're wearing on our clothes. So make sure your children are noticing what color they have on their clothes. And they can be sitting down to start this one off. Color song, now it's time for the color song. When I say the color you're wearing today, stand up right away and jump. Green, jump up.
Yeah, green, jump up.
Blue, jump up.
Blue, jump up.
And pink, and purple, and white, and black, and yellow, and orange, and brown, and black, and gray. Jump up right away. Color song, this is a color song. All the colors we're singing about today
Make us say hooray!
Yay! Awesome, great job, friends.
All right, so I guess we're gonna do a couple more dancing songs, and then we'll go into our Q&A.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if we have time, maybe Hip Hop Jen.
We're gonna do Hip Hop Jen tomorrow in my workshop.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so just to finish up the summary of that module, I just want to show you, look for this PDF that you're going to see. This is the one that has the instructions all about how to put in the coupon code on the website and access that material.
So Fernando is sharing it right now. He's been sharing it ongoing in the chat.
Oh, good,
Go,
good.
Fernando.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, so now we get to just have fun. I want to see some moving bodies out there. Let's see. Let's do a song about standing on one foot.
Well, since you can't see our foot,
Yeah, this one. Yeah, you don't know if we're standing on one foot or not.
stand on one foot, my friends, and do a little jump.
Stand on one foot, stand up tall, keep your balance steady and true. Now start hopping on that foot. I know what you can do. Hop and turn around till you face forward and bend. Raise your arms up to the sky, but
both feet down again.
woo! Now switch to the other leg. Stand on one foot, stand up tall, keep your balance steady and true. Now start hopping on that foot. I know what you can do. Hop and turn around till you face forward and bend. Raise your arms up to the sky, but
both feet down again.
now I know you're tired. I know you want to sleep. So lay down on the floor. Pretty soon you're fast asleep and you start to snore. Before you know it, the morning sun is shining in your window. Everyone jump up, get back to work. Daddy said, here we go. Yahoo! Stand on one foot, stand up tall, keep your balance steady and true. Now start hopping on that foot. I know what you can do. Woo! Hop and turn around. You face forward and then raise your arms up to the sky, put the feet down again. Woo! Awesome, bro. That was a great job.
Good job, friends.
Okay, now this is a combination of two songs, Fly, Little Butterfly, and Hop Like Little Bunny. So this is a really great combination that we do. First, you're going to be flying like a butterfly. So right now, spread out your wings and show us how you fly like a beautiful butterfly all around the garden. Fly, little butterfly, flutter, flutter, fly, little butterfly, flutter, flutter, fly, little butterfly, flutter, flutter, turn yourself around. Now dance, little butterfly, dance around the flowers. Dance, little butterfly, dance around the flowers. Dance, little butterfly, dance around the flowers. Turn yourself around. Now skip, little butterfly, skip through the garden. Skip, little butterfly, skip through the garden. Skip, little butterfly, skip through the garden. Turn yourself around. Tiptoe, little butterfly, quiet, quiet. Tiptoe, little butterfly, quiet, quiet. Tiptoe, little butterfly, quiet, quiet. Turn yourself around. Sleepy little butterfly, get so tired. Sleepy little butterfly, get so tired. Sleepy little butterfly, get so tired. Now you take a rest. Now you turn into a sleeping bunny. Look at all the bunnies sleeping all day long. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I wonder what is wrong. They're so still, are they ill?
Wake up!
Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Woo! Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies all day long. Oh, lay down one more time, buddy. Look at all the bunnies sleeping all day long. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I wonder what is wrong. They're so still, are they ill? Wake up! Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies all day long. One more rest, little bunnies. Look at all the bunnies sleeping all day long. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I wonder what is wrong. They're so still, are they ill? Wake up! Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Woo! Hop little bunnies, hop, 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 hop little bunnies, hop. Hop little bunnies all day long. Yee-hoo!
Isn't that fun?
Awesome, friends. Great job. Thank you for participating.
Yes. All right.
We have a million more songs to do, but we're going to move into the question time.
Let's
Okay.
do one more. We're going to do the happy dance because I love the happy
Oh,
dance.
the happy dance.
Okay, and then we'll move into Q&A.
Okay, so friends, in this song, there's a part where we're going to say, give yourself a cheer. And you say, yay, really loud. Now,
Really loud.
before we do it, I just want to point out to you, I mentioned it before, but you notice how Jen is moving and modeling the movements? That's exactly what you're going to do when you're presenting this music for the children. They're going to see your movements and they're going to imitate you. And that is your role in presenting this interactive music.
And for future, our videos, you see my whole body.
That's right.
We're just limited because of the green screen right now, but yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. Ouch, I skinned my knee, then got stung by a bee. My dog just ate my shoe. Please tell me what to do.
You've got to reach up to the sky, flip them side to side, bounce your knees like this,
Give it a
little twist, jump and clap your hands. I know that you can, and I'll slide right over you. Give yourself a cheer, say yay!
Now do a happy dance.
Doing a happy dance, come on, give it a chance. Pretty soon you will see just how fun your life can be.
I'm in a happy place, a smiling Can we see smiles
Do
up
we
there?
see smiles? We're
Oh, look, there's a lot of
smiling.
smiles.
We're smiling.
I
can
can
be
be happy anytime I choose to be. You got to reach up to the sky,
Wave from side to side. Bounce your knees like this. Give it a little twist.
jump and clap your hands.
I know that you can. Let's slide right over here. Give yourself a cheer. Say yay!
Doing the happy dance. Come on, give it a chance. Listen, you will see just how fun your life can be.
Yahoo! Woohoo!
Oh, my friends, it was so much fun dancing with you.
All right.
We're excited to hear. if
You
have any
guys
questions.
are amazing.
We're so excited for you to be bringing this to your children at home. They need to move and dance and interact. This is going to really contribute to their well-being and just keep them moving their bodies and being engaged and thriving.
So make sure everything that we did today is in the resource guide. Everything. Contact us if you want to join our music classes next week. Definitely join our Facebook Live that we do Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock on our Facebook page. It's Young Music Company. This Friday, we're doing a Halloween special.
It's not
Oh,
Halloween,
yes.
but we don't care.
We're creating some holidays right now. So your children could dress up. It's really fun. So we have lots to offer to you parents. And also, tomorrow, join me. I have a Move Into Wellness webinar here with Region 9 at 2 o'clock. It is for the adults, but also we're going to do a little bit of Hip Hop Gen. I have a Hip Hop Gen Kids CD as well, but it's for you adults. It's going to help you with your mental, emotional, and physical wellness. So join me tomorrow. We're going to dance tomorrow too.
It's going to be awesome.
Okay. All right. So first question.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Do you have songs for interactive music and movement for 1 and 2-year-olds? Yes. What we've been presenting to you is also the little ones, the early Head Start friends. They love it too. They may not interact exactly in the same way as the older friends, and you may need to modify it a little bit for them, but this stuff works. I mean, 2-year-olds for sure. 1-year-olds, they generally want to observe for a while and just notice how it goes, and then they may start to join in after they get really comfortable. But this is absolutely for the little ones as well, the really young ones. You guys have these songs in Spanish as well. Well, we have our PlayMotion Music curriculum, and you can find it when you go to the website to access it. You're going to see that. One of our modules has Spanish and English together. So we have Spanish echoes, body parts, all kinds of Spanish interwoven into this. It's not strict Spanish completely, but it's kind of a crossover between Spanish and English.
Okay, real quick, I'm seeing in the chat room. Yes, tomorrow at 2 o'clock is my Move Into Wellness workshop. Fernando will give you the link. Just go in the Region 9. And yes, our Facebook is Young Music Company. But Fernando's giving you all the resources there.
And you'll get a lot of really cool free stuff too.
Yeah, for my wellness stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so the next question.
What kind of mics are you using? These are made by the Shure company. They're wireless headset mics. I have one for my guitar also. So there's a little body pack that you just clip onto your belt.
And yes,
and then there's a receiver that receives it, and then that goes into the PA or whatever you're using.
This
So
is the
those are
benefits
pretty
of
cool.
me being married to a musician, because he knows all this stuff. Okay, Angela says, will this webinar be able to share on center websites for the children to enjoy? Fernando can answer that question. I believe he's going to send you the recording link. It'll be up in within 24 hours that you can share if he's downloading it to a YouTube video.
Right.
So,
and
yes.
I know we're throwing a lot at you right now, but there's
bam,
also, when you opt in by emailing us, then I will be able to send you those videos next week. So that's going to be focused on children, interactive music and movement videos with Nick the Music Man, and maybe Jen the Fairy Dancer sometimes. But those will be perfect to share on the center website as well. Those will be really great just for the kids to interact with.
How can we get your songs? I think we've answered that question.
Right, PlayMotionMusic.com is all of our curriculum.
Just follow the resources that Fernando, because honey, it's going to get too confusing.
Yeah, we also have a couple of albums. Here's Jen's Hip Hop Gen Kids Dance Party
You
album.
guys overwhelmed. We're like, here's this.
I know,
here's
what's this? It's a CD. It's something from the olden days, but you can stream all this. So search for Hip Hop Gen Kids Dance Party.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
And Baba Jiggles is another one. So those are on all the streaming services, and you can stream and download that music on Spotify and Apple Music.
What source did you guys use for the virtual background?
Oh, that's an image that I found a long time ago. I've had that for a few years. Something I think I purchased it online a while back.
Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, questions.
Do you
Okay.
have some-
Oh, Ruth is here. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
Great
to see
I'm
you.
using it through Zoom with teacher. Can we have you do a music amusement? Yes.
Oh, of course.
So
yeah.
we do live Zooms. We do it live. We're doing live classes right now through care.com. We do have, I think, a class this Friday. I have my hip hop gen music. So we do live classes with your students so we can engage with your students. So yes.
And if you want to schedule something that's just specifically for your students, we're here. We're ready to do it.
We're working with some schools that want a music and movement program that we can do live Zoom and pre-recorded stuff. So yes. Songs in Spanish, we answered that. Are we getting an email with all the information?
Yes.
Yes. I think. Fernando?
Can we share? Oh, yes. Absolutely share all of our stuff. This is all given out to you and all the families. We want this to go to the families, especially because we know they're at home with their young children and they really need these resources. So this is our gift to all the Head Start families and teachers, and we just want you to use it and share it as much as possible.
So yes, you can use the train song, yes. And we actually have another CD called Young Music
Well, it's called
PlayMotion Music CD.
We have a transition song.
It's a transition song. So it's like good food, lining up outside. There's a lot of cleanup song. We have a new cleanup song.
Yeah.
So you guys, we have lots of stuff.
There's so much.
YouTube name again, it's
You'll be getting all that.
Young Music Company, right? Thank you. I love being silly with my kids. I need a little silly time. Yes.
Jamie, that's wonderful.
Is the webinar for adults here with Fernando? Yes, it's here. It's through Region 9. It'll be tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Same time, same station.
Yeah. We're going to be dancing, journaling, EFT tapping. I'm giving you lots of wellness tools, and we're going to shift our energy with dance.
That's really good.
When I do music and movement, some of my little stand and can I motivate them to join in without having them feel so self-conscious?
Yeah, well, you know what? We never pressure the children to participate if they don't feel comfortable. Usually in a group of 20 children or so, there'll be a few that are just the ones that want to sort of observe at first. And then as the weeks and days and months go by and they're continuing to be encounter the music, they get more comfortable. And I've seen children just come out of their shell and just really start to participate, and it's really wonderful. And also, if you have any specific questions about how to present the music, email me and I will answer your questions. I'd be happy to respond to any emails that you send me.
You do the same topic on module 1 for, okay, so tomorrow is a completely different program. It's not my movement to wellness. I do workshops. I'm a speaker, a keynote speaker, and I go around and I do trainings for educators and teachers how to manage their wellness. So it's completely different, and parents, this is for you too.
Yeah, that's something that's so needed right now. So I hope you take advantage of that.
How can your music for sing with my kids that are 1 and 2 years old? Okay, so how can we do it for 1 and 2 year olds?
So you would use the music, but as you're modeling the movements like Jen does, you're going to modify how you model the movements. So if you have a 1-year-old and he wants to sit down and he can have a little shaker, and then you're modeling the movements, but maybe you're just doing it in a much less energetic way that he's going to be more able to engage with. And then as they grow and mature and continue to be stimulated by the music, then they'll start to participate more.
Urza, how can we book you for a center? Just email us.
Contact us. We're ready to go.
Yeah, we do virtual birthday parties for virtual shows for kids. We're doing everything virtual right now for you and your center.
We've done a lot of work with Head Start. We do teacher training workshops with LACO Head Start. So all that stuff is on hold right now, but we can do virtual stuff. So if you want to do a training with your teachers, we can do it over Zoom. We're available to do anything you need us for, believe me.
And yes, I know there's a lot of old school teachers. Heidi, I get you. Yes, you can purchase the CDs still.
Of course, yes. We have the CDs, just email, and then you can Venmo us and we'll ship it to you.
Fernando, I know we're hitting the hour. I don't know if there's a lot more questions. Do you want us to still want us to keep going, or?
We can zoom into the classroom for sure, you guys.
Okay, go ahead, Fernando.
Yeah, thank you guys. Just to be mindful of the time, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay.
I have been sharing the link to our website, and our contact information is there as well. So for everybody who still has questions for Nick and Jen, please send us a note, and I'm happy to forward it to them. So I just want to have
Fernando, for all your help. It's wonderful.
Absolutely, my pleasure. I was about to say thank you so much to you too for the wonderful, uplifting presentation. It was a great time for everybody. Great feedback on the chat. People are loving the session. So really, really thank you for your time. Thanks everybody who we had a full house this afternoon. So I'm glad everybody was able to join us. This session was recorded and we will make it available on demand on YouTube, which you can share with your friends, post it on your Facebook. Make sure you tag PlayMotion Music to make sure that all the resources are linked to Nick and Jen. So thanks again, Jen, Nick, for your time. Everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your day and hope to see you on the next one.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, friends.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.